Also, Mitchell will be joining. Just kind of his computer is giving him some issues. Easily, we got quite a few people in here. All right, let's see. Any questions? Wait, as well, answer some while we're on here. Once Gio joins, all right,
Yo,
there he is. Let me rename everyone.
cooking up with the
Ah.
coffee.
With the coffee. Interesting day. Wonder how badly this is wrecking my RAM. It's not even that bad. Oh, well, I take it back. It's pushing 60%, eh? Only looking at SPX gives you the best way to gauge the market. Do you ever look at IV or does that not? Yeah, I mean, I wake up, I open up TraderLink and the charts, and I kind of just run through everything. When I see something like this today's kind of shitty, if I'm being honest. It's a negative environment, oddly enough, a very negative environment when the market is pushed up. Um, the basics of what do you call it? The thing that doesn't add up to me is when you have a negative environment that's this negative, usually volatility is a lot higher, or like overall volatility in the market.
It sounds like he just woke up.
I'm like half awake. Well, I woke up earlier, but I've just been like, kicking it in bed.
Yeah, so typically I always look at ES just because I like how it moves a lot better than SPX and I price convert mentally SPX to or yeah, SPX to ES and I base my trades off of that since essentially they're the same product, just one moves long more than the other. Um,
When he means more, it's just it moves quicker. Like
yeah.
since it moves by ticks, it
Well,
goes every single tick for ES.
actually, I mean like it's the future, so it's moving during the futures market, whereas SPX stops. So um, you ever look at IV or does it not matter? IV is actually one of the most important things when looking at the exposures because it's most of the time the deciding factor based on the IV if a rehedging needs to occur or doesn't need to occur. If IV is too low or IV is too high, typically to balance out a portfolio, you might need to purchase shares or sell shares on that information that the exposures are giving you. Telling if it's a negative environment is based on the assumption of the bars, right? Bars facing down have a negative you can actually hover over the bars and it'll actually tell you the value of the bars, which will have a negative sign if they're negative and a positive sign if they're positive. Um,
That's speedy XP or
yeah, and then the number at the top of the charts, if that
isn't
is
that
negative,
right?
then the majority of the exposure is negative.
Like the
Um,
aggregate is
yeah,
negative.
like all of the bars put together, it's more negative. It weighs in more negative than positive. Um, if that is the case, what are you looking for? Just based on this has two huge drops or something. Personally, I didn't trade I haven't traded since the 19th. I typically trade 4 to 5 times a month um due to liquidity issues.
4350 on SPX.
Is that speed, exposure, gamma?
This one, I mean, they're all labeled here.
Uh,
It's gamma, gamma, Lana, speed,
yes.
delta, charm.
S- So you could the IV line that you're probably looking at is on gamma exposure. Um, because we're making a skew adjusted version, so eventually the IV line may go away as we're getting the skew adjusted calculation on there. Um, but yeah, typically if like right now we're kind of in the middle, not too low or not too high, so it's just, just right. Yeah.
Okay. To go over the cheat sheet, basically, AOI is the highest exposure, right? As we went over yesterday, you want to draw the asset increasing, right? And then go to the next one. So when the AOI increases, or sorry, when the underlying asset increases, the AOI's volatility increases, right? And we're in a negative environment. So start off by negative. When we increase underlying assets volatility increases, we get a sell stock, right? So number one is sell for increase. Then we can go to the opposite, right? The opposite. If the underlying asset decreases, the volatility decreases for a certain point. So it's another sell. So it's a double sell. However, this is the other portion that's important, right? That is didn't get mentioned last night because it's there's a little bit more difficult to grasp, but basically lowest IV is this point, right? What happens when it decreases down to here? So it'll decrease by what? This is 4350, 55, 60, 65, 70 is so 43, 70, lowest IV, right? Low IV. This is where basic, like we joke around and call it quant math, but it's basic math before it starts increasing, right? So it decreases for about what? Wait, sorry, the math is 50, 70. So give or take, it'll be a sell until about 43 minus 15, 43.30. How did I get to that conclusion? Is because as the asset decreases, the AOI's volatility decreases for about 20 points. Then once this gets far enough out, once the AOI gets far enough out of the money, what happens is it starts increasing in volatility, right? Because 20 points down, it'll decrease in volatility, and then up until it decreases 20 points, and this moves 20 points up or down towards the IV skew, it'll start increasing into a sell buy. So around 43.30, when you're looking for places to bounce, 43.30 is a good area to probably look for bounce. I know we're 20 points high, but still.
Um, yes, to give you an explanation of my approach to this morning is I opened up the dashboard on my cellular device. I looked at charm exposure, noticed we're having some bullish flows. Looked at gamma exposure, noticed we were hitting a floor price, and then realized that Vana was going to act as a repellent as we moved further up. As soon as we get to the negative Vana exposure section, which we just hit and rejected. So that is my like daily walkthrough, I guess, of the exposures to answer your question, Lorenz. That's the most basic rundown without giving you the Zoma, Voma, speed, lambda expressions. Actually, lambda's looking mad weird today. I need to
Uh,
change. I think I need to change the decimal amount of lambda too.
Wolski, so I guess the best way to go about this. So there's one setup that I trade, and that's all I trade. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Usually on a sell, I want to see a initial move down first. Um, but the one thing that I personally do not like about today is that market is green, slightly green, and gamma's overall negative. That to me is it doesn't happen like super often. Typically, it's like if market's green, gamma will typically be green. Um, so in a situation like this, right, it shows me that okay, maybe I don't need to trade today because there's one setup that I like, and if it doesn't show, then I just don't bother trading it. That's just how it goes. Like you want to find the best way to stay consistent and if you're doing something like this for a living, you kind of just don't want to take the risk every single time. Like Gio hasn't traded since September the 19th. That's 3 days already. So, and don't get me wrong, I used to trade every single day till I met Gio. He was like, "Why the hell are you trading every day?" So there's no reason to trade every single day. There's always opportunity. So find the setup that fits literally fits what you like, fits your strategy, and then you kind of just wait for it to come to you. And it hasn't come to me. So because if it's a sell, I just like seeing an initial move down first and then bounce somewhere and then wait for the second move to if the second move comes. So since we're in a sell, but keep in mind like negative exposure under spot price acts as support.
Oh, by the way, if you're signed up to the masterclass trial, it probably ended. So that's maybe why you don't have access to the dashboard anymore, if that's the case, and you haven't subscribed. Right, Sheen? That ended
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is an ideal scenario? What would you rather see on this dashboard? I mean, it's also the charts that's mostly it. The dashboard is fine. Like it's great that it's showing a sell. However, the charts don't fall like don't fit my setup. So if you want to learn my setup, then it's kind of like it's a little different.
Yeah, ideal scenario is all flows point bullish in this case, right? Like kind of what I went over yesterday with the Gamma, Vana, and Charm flows. As long as those three are relatively bullish, right? They're showing floor prices. Vana isn't acting as a resistance on the day. I'll go for like a trend play where I'm holding the contract the entirety of the day and hoping to cash settle. Um, reason why I cash settle. Number one, I don't like dealing with commissions, and number two, I don't like dealing with liquidity issues. So, um, that's like my style of trading. As well as with options, I don't care so much for drawdowns. So I don't have stops personally. If it goes to zero, I put the entire position that I'm willing to go to zero for. A lot of people that have been here for a while kind of know my style of trading. It's very interesting for sure. And you said catch the ride on the second move yesterday. Yeah, so what I meant by catch the ride on the second move is essentially there's one initial trend of the day, and then once we get to a certain point of area of interest, uh and it lines up with the rehedging requirement, that's the move that I try to capture. The second, I guess, trend of the day, the reversion of the day, if that makes more sense.
Yeah, Gio and I are like strictly or not strictly, but flat out like we typically like to trade reversals. That's why I was talking about I like seeing an initial move down. Like Gio and I trade differently, so keep that in mind. So you're hearing two different ways.
Yeah,
But we typically just like trading the reversal. So that's why I was saying I like seeing the move down first and then some sort of pop back up for a sell. And then take
yeah,
the second position. Because from one thing that I've learned from Geo is most majority of the time, not all the time, but the second move will tends to be larger. How true is
yeah.
that?
You also make
Just
more
from
off
my
the
experience.
premium.
Yeah,
Uh,
because it's later in the day too.
well, not even that, just because the prices are so scuffed from, one side winning all day that you make more on the premium side, as a reversion trader or reversal trader. I mean, I think I proved the point back in the day with all the people who've been here the longest of I made it a point to only enter puts for the longest time. I think it was like 3 months of just me entering puts only, and was successful most of the time. So, you can play both sides, you can play one side, you can be profitable doing both, so long as you know exactly when to enter and when to exit. 0.10 to 13.0, yeah, man, that was a banger. Also, too, like before even Liquidos is here, there was a one straddle I had on FOMC. One went to like 128.0 or some shit,
Yeah,
from
that one was
3.0.
nuts, bro. That one was nuts. I mean, for people that still have the Telegram, like you just look up recap and you'll see everything.
Yeah, so reversal. What I mean by I'm a reversal trader is typically you'll see people follow the trend of the day, right? I'm the complete opposite of that. I wait for the trend to hit its top, and I enter the counter to that and make money on the opposite side. Um as we revert back to the mean in some sense.
Where's that one?
Uh
Dude, there's so many times like back then when we were doing like the live trading, Gio and I would call the top and then Gio would call the bottom, like right
sometimes
after.
sometimes I do enter a position ahead of time, and I'll just take the drawdown. Because personally, like I'll enter a position in the morning if I can expect some outcome by the end of the day, and the day's easy to read, and then I'll just close my phone, um, and wait for it to cash settle. If I can tell that it's not going to cash settle, but I'm still up, I'll take profit. So long as we're at a certain spot in the day, I guess, and the exposures tell me to. I listen to them, the voices.
In your head.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, let me check it. Look, hold on.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, okay. Hmm, interesting. All right, 1 second. Troubleshooting. But you don't know until you do. Would you be able to go back and explain what you were doing with the math? Uh, yeah, did you want me to go back and explain the math of dynamic hedging or like what math in particular?
Question, can anyone hear my music playing? I don't want to like bother people.
Hold up. Sapphire.
Okay, that's beautiful. Cool. Where you figured SPX 3042. Okay, so that one's a little bit different. Um, that's when I was bringing up like lowest vol. So there's a typical thing for both buys and sells. It's where lowest, and this is where the lowest IV or lowest vol point comes into play. So if it's a sell at a certain point, if the market keeps decreasing, it'll turn to a sell. I mean, it'll turn from a sell to a buy. I mean, I could draw it out again, but it's kind of like you just have to be able to picture it with a drawing. Basically, AOI, right? This bar right here. If the underlying asset, let me get different colors to make this differentiated. Um, Please, right. So if the underlying asset decreases, right, the AOI's volatility decreases up until a certain point. I believe 4370 is the lowest vol point. I can double check that. 10.168. My RAM 6 are getting fucking rammed right now. Okay. In this case, lowest vol, thank you. 4365. Yeah. So 4365, 6065, perfect. Lowest vol decreases, or it decreases up until 4365. Then at 4365, it starts flipping to an increase in volatility because the contracts get so far out the money, right, that they start beginning to increase in volatility. Um, so for this instance, the math is if the AOI is 4350, right? 4350 AOI, lowest vol, I'm just going to put lowest vol right here like that, is 4365. The underlying asset needs to decrease 15 points. So 4350 minus 15 is 4335. 4335. Up until 40 at 4335, that's when the AOI becomes supposedly, this is theoretical because lowest IV is prone to shifting. At 4335, that's when it becomes from a sell to a buy, right? Because the vol goes from decreasing to increasing. From that point, you get this number, right? 15 points. So typically how you do it is you take the AOI, you take the lowest vol point, and then you subtract them. You take the lowest vol. So the formula is lowest vol minus AOI to get a bounce points per se if we do come down. This is theoretical. It's the same thing as identifying the potential, right? You're identifying what can happen in the future, and then you can wait for that point. Basically, when you're in a position, let's say you go short and it just continues falling down, but you're like, okay, when is this next bounce coming? Right? At 43.35, that's where you can expect the bounce. So this is now you do the vice versa for longs or a buy essentially, but this is how you calculate it. Like, here, I'll take this. You can kind of identify that yourself. Then it'll switch from a sell to a buy. Then you get a sell on increase, but buy as it decreases. So when it decreases, you get a buy. So meaning it's going to bounce at a buy. Does it bounce every time? Not entirely, but you can ask a lot of people in here, Fatty, Liquidos, the amount of times I've calculated this and shown them, those bounces are pretty damn accurate. Because
Yo, how'd you fucking write on the outside of the chart, bro?
I'm a gangster. That's how.
Yeah. This guy's breaking the fourth wall right now.
But yeah, you can ask like Fatty uses that now, like on a daily basis, he's looking for it, and he's called it out a couple times too. So yeah, chart looks funky there. I'm not a fan of it, as I said. Yeah, I use snipping tool. I don't use the same screenshot tool that you do. I told you to use snipping tool instead.
Bruh. My phone was charging this whole time and now I have like 7,000 million notifications. 1 second. What was I gonna do? I was gonna charge my headphones.
Also, one big thing to note about today, let me just flip to the SPX chart instead of ES. 4350. This is going to be, seems to be an important area as of right now. So it is the AOI. So we're just going to mark it.
Bring back morning doodles. Oh nah, bruh.
Actually, Joe and I have this cute little surprise for you
Whoa,
guys.
don't say it like that.
Cute little surprise. um, but we'll announce it when we end the live. Because since we have a lot of new people here, hopefully we'll be able to help them out.
Uh, anyone on your team are familiar with the footprint map? Yeah, I use the footprint chart. We're actually trying to optimize our own a bit more. So
Here's a footprinter. He's a
yeah,
footprinter.
I typically know how to use just about every strategy because it's all derived by some form of math. Even if you're going as far as, the stochastics and stuff, it's derived from stochastic volatility, which is another sense of math. It's just a watered down version, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, footprint charts I use similar to TPO charts and similar to volume profile charts. I'm not like, fucking, I don't have them all on 24/7, but if I need to use them, it's like sort of like my mobile setup. But now that I have the dashboard on my phone, it doesn't really matter. Before it was a little rough when we were separate from Hassan and Mitchell. Is it better to follow footprint map for orders versus just candlesticks? I don't use candlesticks, funny enough. I just use the dashboard and I manage my own portfolio delta. But for uh for orders, I don't know. Some people found success with time and sales and stuff, and I think it's a great strategy. I mean, there's been an entire hedge fund based on reading ticker tape. As for footprint maps, I like them. I think they're a good method to understand buyer and seller absorption in the market. But there's plenty of other ways to do it as well. It's just kind of like whatever you resonate with most, I think. Like to me, exposures made the most sense, right? You're trying to exploit something that's been in the market for years, risk management. You know, they keep pushing the idea of risk management on you because hedge funds are built on it. But uh, you know, devising a strategy to exploit that means that it'll last the test of time in a sense, right? Because since risk management isn't going anywhere, that means gamma exposure is never going to go out of style.
Pretty much, partner.
Sick. It's sock print. Yeah, dude. You got the TM for that one. Did I miss anything? Above Voma. Positive
Print.
Voma above us. Higher. Yeah, Voma very correct. I didn't want to go into that because I haven't really taught that section. Um, but yeah, if you understand how to use Voma, you got it spot on.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know, we kind of dropped a lot of knowledge yesterday on, you know, only 3 exposures, but there's fucking 14 of these, and I can even make more with different variations and calculations to them. So again, understanding a solid base for the dynamics of hedging and why it works will get you more in tune to understanding these types of calculations like instantly. Like if I were to drop one tomorrow, right? A lot of the people that have been here in here for a while will probably immediately understand what I'm trying to show them. 1 second, gonna troubleshoot for someone. I'm not sharing my screen, right?
No, I am.
Sec J Sanch. Unfortunately, the subject's so uh kind of complex in a way. Uh, it's really hard to make it simplified. I think we did a really good job of simplifying it yesterday, and I we've been trying to simplify it for like the last 9 months, if I'm being honest.
Since
And
we
that was
launched like the Apex, the
it.
original Apex Gamma.
Yeah. So it's been a very long time. And that's as simple as we got it, by the way. So
Oh, is Mitchell in? I can unmute him.
um Mitchell, yay. Um
Probably has like a secret name because I can't find him unless I'm just an idiot. Oh, yeah, he's in here. Okay, I am an idiot.
is he on his phone though? Did you fix your
Uh,
computer? I have
yeah,
no co yeah.
I have no idea. Well,
I look
he's co-host, so he can just unmute.
I look you want to hear the phone voice though.
Yeah, let me hear that phone microphone, baby.
Let me hear the radio frequency.
Yeah, I know. Computer blown up, monitor punched, webcam kicked.
Um,
This is Mitchell right now trying to fix his computer.
bruh.
Get over that guy.
Oh, I'm retarded. Hold on. Sorry.
Whoa.
My bad, my bad.
Yo,
Yo.
Yo.
I think I blew my hard drive. I think
Oh,
that's what
that's
happened.
lit.
Yeah, so Matt's not getting those photos.
Oh.
Even if I didn't delete them.
Oh
They're
So I'm
gone
no.
laughing,
now.
I'm laughing, but on the inside I'm not. So I'm so angry right now. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Oh my God.
It makes no sense. It's
Where's
just like
Charles,
it.
bro? He's a PC fucking fixing genius.
Oh, I'm sure I can fix it, but like I don't care how smart you are. Like when you shut your computer off at night and it works, it should work when you turn it on in the morning. Like I don't know how smart I had to be to know that one, but like it's just going to BIOS over and over again. It's picking up everything, like it's see it all, but it's just not. So I have no. I was gonna show off that new module today, that's on this computer, so I can't do that, which is awesome. What else? All my files, all the video shit that wasn't on the cloud is probably fucked. So I gotta go make like some sort of recovery drive on my MacBook now and see if I can get access to this.
Big yikes.
Yeah, big fucking pain in the ass.
Okay, I figured out this guy's issue.
So, you guys were able to, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up here on the chat. You guys were able to go over just the basic setup that Sheen has, kind of show people how we're looking at it.
Yeah, so I kind of went over my setup, not to like the full extent, but oh my goodness, it's so laggy. Too much data is pulling in. Let me refresh. Okay, but basically, for those who want to know my setup, this is how I have it set up. I have one gamma exposure here, another gamma exposure so to see the divergences, just so I don't have to flip back and forth. It'll always be here. The next one is I have mono exposure here. I have speed exposure here, and then I have delta exposure. We didn't go over delta exposure. However, this is something important that we will go over. And then I have charm. Then below it, below all the exposures, I have the time and sales. The reason I don't have it up top is because I don't watch time and sales closely, but at least if I want to look at it, I can easily go scroll down and look at it. The next one is top dark pool, top market orders, and then unusual options. So that's just my setup. 10 out of 10 modules being used. Everything is sized to match, and it's like a 3 column balance, but that's just how I have it. So if you'd like to copy mine, and you can just the best time to use this to copy it is now. So you can, since it's up there, you can literally just copy it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that over the next week, we're going to be able to go through and give a little bit more in-depth videos on how we're actually setting up our layouts as traders, because I know that what you're looking at is different. I definitely
Mhm.
have all the dark pools and the top market orders up because everything I play is usually based on SPY. So I'm pretty much playing off those dark pool or market orders. So everybody, if you're oh, there's 72 people in here, nice. That's like 71 people more than what I thought would be here. Um, so yeah, I'd show you that, but basically like there's gonna be it's like a different setup for however you ultimately want to trade. You could have nothing on there. You could just trade with the unusual options if you want to,
Yeah.
if that's your jam.
So,
Recording.
how unusual options help you? For me personally, I have it just open to SPX. Or if I really want to, I can also flip it to SPY. But I typically just leave it to SPX. So it should be linked to the link.
There's this secret that you can view everything that nobody really knows about if you just type all in, but don't do that.
Because it's gonna
It
blow
gets
up your
it gets a
computer.
little laggy, but you can if you're so inclined. I tend to use that just because then I can get a full picture of the market. Let's get rid of all this shit. Oh my God, I'm like trying to fucking debug this. So that's how I use it. I think it's cool to see large money flow into the market. So right now, the way that I have the system programmed is that it won't pick up order blocks that are under $10,000. I know that sometimes you'll get those crazy, like what was the one from 2 days ago where the guy put in like 22,000 and it became 10 million overnight. that company that.
Oh yeah, I saw that, dude. Fucking
So it's not going to
gross.
track. It's not going to track those right now. I mean, it could, but then we kind of get into the issue of like, well, am I just going to track every single trade ever through the options chain? It's like, just in to potentially hit one of those. So it'll track things that are over $10,000. But for me, I really like, I'm looking at, contracts traded. So I want to see like, a ridiculous amount of contracts go through, like over 1,000 contracts purchased at one point in time, or I want to see the value be like over $500,000 and then from there kind of deduce. So like I said, though, that with Gamma or some of the other tools that we have gives you a better idea. It's a layering thing.
Yes.
The dashboard is like an onion
What the?
or Shrek, bro. You don't get it?
Ogres are like onions, dog.
Yeah.
I never had watched Shrek as a kid.
God, that
Sorry.
explains so much.
I know, right? I was just about to say.
Sorry, man. I'm a failure.
Let's see. Am I
I just
understanding this right?
I
Bunch
just know
of
the
signature.
donkey line. Donkey.
Okay.
Mm, 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 mm.
Dude, there's no good music that released this week.
Yeah, I'm just listening to old stuff.
Yeah, I looked at all the new releases and they were eh. Lil Tecca's a new album also eh.
True. Yo, more questions, guys. I should be
Yeah, take
seeing
advantage of
I
this
should be
time.
seeing fucking 20 questions pop up. Yo,
Yeah,
what is
everybody had all these questions yesterday. Now they
yeah.
Bro, you can't imagine the freaking the amount of that we were typing yesterday. That's like more than ever.
My fingers started cramping up.
Fingies were freezing up.
Dude, I wasn't ready for that. Guys, what is gamma? What is Vana? Shit. Over achieve. What is Voma? What is Volga? Today, do you consider it multiple AOIs and therefore not ideal? I don't think I would consider it that. I would consider us in a sort of like shitty uptrend though. Like where it's like gonna be choppy the whole way up and then probably lead to a ultimately like I don't know, midday to end of day super slide sell off. The three candle type shit back to, opening day type of deal. That's what I'm kind of expecting. But who am I?
Nobody.
Exactly. What is Ultima? White Ultima?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What
What
are
do
you
you mean
talking
by
about?
that, bro?
It's a car, bro. Relax. Relax.
Nissan Altima?
Nissan Ultima?
Who the fuck is this guy? Uh, 71 people. I'm pretty surprised that there's this many people.
Yeah. And again, guys, this is just analysis type of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not.
once again, we're not here to signal. We're here to like when we get on these lives, it's to answer your questions and then give you a read on what the data is showing.
Yeah. Yeah. I would totally not take puts.
Yeah, not right now or not earlier, when we pushed up into
Or sad and happy Geo. I don't know what the fuck are these guys doing. Let me see.
the
they're just sitting.
Yeah, sad and happy Geo are just chilling, bro.
Yeah, they're not doing anything right now.
They're like the two devils on your shoulder telling you where to
the
go.
the two devils.
Specific contract flow. I think that's a Mitchell question. Do we plan on
What's up?
adding specific contract flow? Insert image in the main chat.
What what specific contract flow?
From Yags. He sent a screenshot of that looks like black
Oh,
box, I
sorry,
think.
it's trying to load Discord.
Oh,
Oh, great. I have to log in on this computer. My life fucking sucks right now.
Let's
bro,
go.
just kick the computer.
I'm about
It
to oh,
works.
this
It'll
is
work
this is a throwable one.
out.
So mhm.
Savage Sand. I can
Scan
make my own
QR
exposure.
code.
How often do you guys trade things I don't trade anything else besides SPX and
We were legally
ES.
obliged at one point, but now we can actually trade whatever. But
Yeah,
for the
but
past like 2 years, Gio and I were legally obliged to only trade SPX and like indices specific tickers.
yeah. But I just kind of got used to the aspect of it, so now I just only trade SPX, ES, and SPY and the Qs.
Wait, okay, back to this guy's specific contract flow question. Can you take a screenshot of the full thing? Like, is the full page? Is this supposed to be for like one contract? Is this supposed to be for SPX? And I feel like you're cutting off the important things I need to see here.
Questions. Yeah, no, Prim. We used to not be legally able to, but now we can. We're free.
We're free from the chains of a hedge fund.
Dobby is a free elf.
So if what he's showing is kind of what I'm thinking, that's like the actual sells. I mean, again, you can't really fucking tell if it's a buy or a sell. Um, on on one contract, like historically, which we had kind of talked about doing. I don't really see it as overly useful, but I can see that you're saying it's unusual whales. I'm here, I'm reading, I'm answering you.
Oh,
Yeah. Um, so I mean, like we could add the historical trades for a contract, but like the whole
sorry.
point of looking at unusual options is really to determine direction because you want to get in to what these people are getting into. But I feel like you have a better opportunity to do that with exposures for the most part on more of a general level. Again, unless we're talking about one of those plays like that one that went $22,000 to 10 million, right? Those you're only going to find that on unusual options. There's not going to be enough information on any options chain for the exposures to pick that up. But if we just want to be like, yo, are we going to go up or down? I feel like gamma exposure or using the DDOI or getting that stuff properly is going to give you a better indication than just looking at a single options trade. Oh my God, I wish my computer worked.
Hit a little
Well,
upper decky.
that was the whole purpose of me starting off with the unusual option stuff yesterday. I think that it's useful. I think that you can definitely leverage it. But if your goal is to just determine, hey, are we going to go this way or where is the money, right? Where is the money actually going? Then really anybody that's using options for that way should be using exposures instead. You feel me?
Feel you.
I feel you.
Tell that to your flow algo friends.
Yeah.
Imagine just wiping out an entire subsection of Furu. It's like Furu genocide. It's like you don't even need this anymore. This is actually way better for what you're doing, and you don't need to look at all these contracts.
They're selling
We
you
can,
useless garbage.
I mean, I wouldn't call it useless because then the fact that I built it would also be useless. But
It's
like,
only useless without Jarvis's parameters.
yeah, it's definitely more useless.
Actually, Fatty, I'm gonna try that today. I'll
Oh
send you
my
a
God.
photo when I'm done.
I'm 2 days in, no nicotine.
Oh, good luck, my man. Bro,
Yeah, I'm
you hit your vape so much.
yeah, well, I haven't in 2 days.
Are you tweaking out?
No, I'm fine.
I'm low-key
Just replace
tweaking.
nicotine with Adderall.
Let's go.
Bro, when I'm like in the car and I open my fucking can and there's no Zins left, I start getting cold sweats. My
All
brain
right.
loses
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So no matter how much I hit my vape, it's never been like that. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking rough.
Yeah, that no, there was one time I was coming back from work and I had
Dean
an hour and a
starts
half drive,
spontaneously
bro.
crying.
I had mad cold sweats and I was like, oh shit, dude.
Oh my God.
Little
Like
Zenachino.
put it in the fucking milk as you froth it,
Uh-huh.
extract it.
Get
Yeah,
the flavor.
Yeah. God, it's like minty. Okay, I need to just shut this computer down. I'm so disappointed. I don't even know if I'm gonna get this fixed before my trip, which actually hurts the most. Mm,
Oh yeah, because you gotta come back and then it's still gonna be fucked up.
yeah, I'm gonna whatever. I guess that's a deal with it then sort of problem. I have to work off my laptop anyway, right? So
True.
better get used to it. Hopefully this one doesn't shit the bed on me. Good stuff. Yeah, tell Matt I'm sorry about his photos.
I'm actually waiting to upgrade this PC. I'm going to Micro Center either this week or next weekend.
Yeah, um I love my PC. I just don't know. I still have no idea what happened. So it's just very confusing.
I'm just getting a new
Overall,
case, some more RAM, upgrading the PSU, and a new cooler. So a couple of things. They're not crazy, but
that's like three-quarters of the computer, dog.
yeah, and just keep honestly, I'm just keeping the
Just a
graphics
few
card,
things.
the motherboard, and the CPU. That's pretty
Mm.
much it.
So no Hassan, huh? He just decided he wasn't going to show up.
I guess not. He was
Nice.
awake, but he just stopped responding. So I don't know.
Yeah, cool. That's cool. He hasn't said anything in the Discord all day, in either Discord all day.
Dang.
Hmm. That's
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
fine.
Yo, Sheen, would you consider yourself a finance bro?
At one point, yeah.
Do you wear quarter zips and take zins?
You know what's funny? I never owned a quarter
He's
zip.
wearing those LL Bean puffer vests.
I wanted to get one, but I didn't. All right. You know what? I'll give you my full outfit. I bought five polos from Amazon, and
Oh
and I have five
no.
pairs of pants from
Yeah,
Echo.
she wears like $1,000 fucking suit pants.
And then with the
Uh
fucking $20 polo, and then $5,000 Air Force Ones. Let's go. That was
do you,
my outfit to work, bro.
do you take the laptop to the gym too?
Yeah, I do, just to see, you know.
$4,500 Armani suit. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
dead ass. Like you can ask Gio. I'd wear a $20 polo, $1,000 pants, and then my Air Force Ones to work.
I think I upset Sheen when he asked, "How many pairs of black cutoff shorts do you have?" And I said, "Just one."
I know
And
he
he's
said
like,
just one, and
"Oh."
I was like, "What?"
I'm like,
Uh,
just this pair." Like, and I think he was disgusted with me. That's when he stopped asking me things. So I don't think it's a coincidence.
It's like
Like
this guy wears
this
the same
fucking
pants every day.
this brokey has one pair of shorts that he made himself.
That he made
oh god.
himself.
Bro, I have like probably 30 pairs of the same black t-shirt, just plain black t-shirt.
Oh yeah, shirts for sure, but like the fucking pants, I'm pretty clean.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what do I
have
want to
not that many
do?
shirts.
I wear the fucking double strap sandals with shorts at all times. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Hassan's in here. Is Hassan? I'm just double checking. I don't want to make someone co-host and they fuck everything up. Mitchell, that's on you.
Why is that on me? I'm on my phone
Oh,
on Zoom,
okay, fine,
dog. Don't
fine.
trust me.
Okay.
It should come up
Hassan.
as Trader Link, bro.
No,
If he's
I
on
think he's
that.
on his I think he's on his own account.
I'll just text him, bro.
So for the guy who's
Oh, he said he's
Okay.
asking about using charm to identify the move in the morning, just be aware that everything that you're looking at is always going to be changing, right? So you could see something, and at that point in time, let's say it's showing upwards movement. 5 minutes from that point, it could be showing downwards movement. So it's really only in relation to where you are at that exact point in time. Just because it said something in the morning does not mean that it's going to say that continually. You'll see that. I think on the gamma is probably the quickest one to be changing. So you can see that there might be a level that we're watching. And then 5 minutes from then, that level will give up, and then you'll be looking at something else. So it's not something you can only look at one time and just be like, "Oh, this is the plan for the day." You need to be constantly evaluating what you're looking at. So don't just take, a glance in the morning and be like, "This is it," because that's just going to hurt you. Ah, cool. You do know that you're a step ahead of everybody else.
Well, let's go.
I already gave my analysis. I don't like today. Just personal setup wise. Not
My
my
guy asking about the dark pool stuff. Go watch the dark pool lesson.
nice.
I mean, it's like no, it's like you can sit here and answer the same questions, but really, that's why we like did the lesson. So if there's anything that just go rewatch the videos, and then if you still have questions, like come back because a lot of these are you're gonna just say the same stuff over and over again.
True that.
It's not that I don't love you. It's
I love everyone equally.
I'm just impatient. That's the
Like
issue.
every
And I now
father
have no
says right
computer,
here.
so now I'm extra aggro today. So
Mitchell's feeling a bit sassy.
yeah, I'm angry.
Best friend.
Dogs. Dumbass just hit her head on my chair.
Yeah, typically, I'm not very well versed in DP orders, but
What, dude? Oh my
mm,
goodness.
mm,
3 bears just fucking charged up at me.
oh man. Luckily, there's not a whole lot of volatility today.
Yeah, it's
No,
pretty
it's
low.
actually pretty flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's big chillin'. That means I don't gotta manage my positions as much. Let's go.
Yeah, let me throw puts at my dogs so they go away.
I
You get
love
a
low
put,
vol
you get a put, you get
I
a put.
actually love low volatility days because I don't have to work.
Days like today are slightly boring, I will say, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Spicks.
Here, an example of how I use today's chart. Hmm. T1, T2, runners. Good job, Prim.
Very
I'm
solid.
I'm clapping for you. Very good. Can someone please link the Zoom? It's in the announcements section, sir. Oh, he's not in here. Hold on. Do you have general metrics for the total billion per 1% move? You can share for SPX. Could you rephrase that question just a bit? What do you mean by general metrics? Like how I'm calculating it, or um, like if negative gamma is over X amount, this means Y. That's hard to say because it's calculating the aggregate, right? So, the number at the top is calculating both negative and positive. So I guess if you mean, like if it's negative enough, am I going to expect some sort of outcome on the market? Or if it's more positive, am I going to expect an outcome on the market? Is that more what you're looking for? Oh, no way. He did it.
Yeah, he has it set up.
Oh,
We had to clean it up a little bit though. Like it's those buttons are giving me anxiety, but I don't have a computer to fix it on, so I mean it's better than I can do
Whoa.
right now.
yeah. I'm gonna have to check out those new calcs real quick. Is it on the tech demo?
I don't know.
I
Tech
just
demo was broken for me. I haven't been able to use it for like days since
Okay,
we started to try and implement the YouTube stuff.
let me try it.
No, let me try it. Fool.
Let me cook up, man. Let me cook up.
Can't cook to save your
Yeah,
life.
yeah, it's on
like
here.
true.
This guy's just doing it to me right now.
Is
Yeah,
it working?
oh, yeah, it's working. It looks so good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, Tech Demo works on this computer. What the fuck? Is
Can
somebody
you
logged
send
into
the
admin?
tech
Because
demo link to me?
if somebody else is logged into admin, you just got removed from that page.
Not me.
I'm fist pumping so hard right now.
Maybe it's Nick.
Gio,
I
can you
I
Uh,
sent
send
it.
the tech demo link? Because I don't have it bookmarked. I'm going to
it's
go
Yeah,
check
literally
it
just
out.
Tech Demo.
yeah. I'll send it anyway here. Uh,
Whoa. Wait, what?
Holy. Yeah, I told them I want to experiment with it a little bit before we push it out, but
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
looks good.
Raw, going in raw.
Okay.
Okay, sorry guys. Let me answer these questions. Yes, like if it's over 3
They're like,
billion.
what are you moaning about?
Yeah. New math just dropped, bro.
New math just dropped. What is
Uh,
happening to my fucking
yeah, like if it's over 3 billion, this means Y, or how should I negative. So the amount is probably more important than if it's negative or not. Overall, right? The amount is going to lead to, like, for example, on the 19th, the example I gave, we started the day off with a negative 4 billion notional value. Then as the day went on, as we dropped further and further, that amount became negative 10 billion, which is, almost 3x the amount, which then led to a large rehedging because all of that delta needed to be purchased back in order to rehedge. So the amount is going to exacerbate the move, if that makes sense.
basically the higher the amount on both positive and negative sides, the more money being moved, and the more money being moved equals bigger move.
Yeah, exactly.
Just break it
Especially
down
on
for something
days,
simple.
yeah, especially on days with low volume, if you're starting to see a large amount of billions, that is, I've personally never seen that, but if you do see that, that is going to mean we're gonna fucking probably launch like 60 points on the day.
Bro, my freaking WhatsApp is trolling me.
Yo, whoever's name is Princess, that made me laugh. Good on you.
Princess.
You made him laugh. Oh man.
Oh
Inside though,
yeah.
it wasn't like an outside laugh. It was
No,
like
not worth the
an
outside laugh,
internal
bro.
laugh. We're
New
not there
math
yet.
just dropped. Hold up.
Dude, why is the net gamma on both of the algo stuff like fucking juiced?
I don't
Like
know.
on both of them it's showing negative 8.7, but on the dashboard it is not, and it should be using the same math.
All right.
Net gam. Oh, I get what you mean.
Oh, maybe it is.
It
No,
is, it is.
SPX here, I was on SPY. SPX here is 9.16. So maybe
Yeah,
it's not as far off as I thought.
Hmm.
it's pretty big right now.
Look at Princess, also LOL, also just an internal chuckle. Same, same. What else? Fuck, I
Interesting.
can't even show that stupid fucking module that I built because it's on my broken computer. God, today's just not my day. Well, for those of you that haven't seen it, we definitely have a module that we're working on that makes reading all this stuff a lot easier. It just kind of spells it out for you
Oh
Nerp.
in
yes.
in normal people terms. So right now, the way that you have to go about it, let's just talk about gamma. You need to figure out what the largest bar is. You need to know what the total environment is. You need to figure out where the lowest spot on the IV is. You need to know the spot. So basically, we built something that just displays all this information for you, as well as a couple other metrics. So you can kind of work without needing to go through the cheat sheet that we have. Oh, see, why does this work here? This looks way better. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we made some new calculations, so that's kind of what we're referring to, and we're looking at it on our development page, and it's looking real fucking swag, by the way. I wonder who
Wrong
said that. I'm not finna bust.
I'm not finna bust. The units of gamma exposure on the y-axis. It's the
Those
gamma for
are
the strikes, like the
your
amount. So like it takes the aggregate of that amount of each strike to get the net, I think. Actually, that's a question for Gio.
uh so for the gamma exposure, the y-axis is actually going to be the delta units. Mm, mm, mhm.
I can't get over the fact that you said I'm finna bust.
Shit, I am, bro. These calculations making me feel some type of way. I'm like, hold on, I need like three different gammas up right now. Hold on. Let me see. 0.7 watts.
Bro, this market
43.
hasn't moved today. Jesus Christ. What is the is this open? Yeah, from low to high today, we've moved a total of 25 points. From high to where we currently are, we've moved a total of
Yes, it is
15.
2.75 watts.
Wasps.
Watts.
Watts.
By the way, we just came up with that new notional value shiznit. So like, um, the y-axis will make more sense in a few weeks, days, even. Like 2.75 milli or negative delta on the X% move. So it's like a measurement of how high the sensitivity is going to react to the delta increments, if that makes sense. Right. So like the higher the bar, the higher the sensitivity, and the y-axis is measuring the amount of delta. Honestly, it's kind of like a non-factor. If you already know that the bar's high enough, it doesn't really matter about the y-axis. I was even thinking about changing it to a different increment. Uh, actually, there just brought up a good idea. Thank you for fucking bringing that up. I'll write that
The
down real quick.
fuck? Speed's all fucked up. This is an ugly day. Do not like it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go throw my computer out a window. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, I can't keep my eyes open at night. Good night, Lawrence.
Me too, mate. Oh, I'm literally just gonna after today, just relax.
Yes, exactly. Endel Wayfair on the money, my boy. Good job. Silent clap. Nice. All right, I need to have the chart on this screen and then chat on this screen. Cooking right now, man. Let's cook. Also, too, going into the future, um, like starting next week. Actually, I'm gonna have Sheen say it because whenever I say it, you guys make fun of me. So you go ahead and say what we're doing next
Okay.
week.
So we figured since we have a lot of new people here, let's throw it back to the old Telegram days, and we will run it live every single day to answer questions, um, and just give analysis on the data itself every single day at 8 a.m. We're not putting a time on it in terms of when we end, but we will start every single day at 8 a.m. And if it's for 20 minutes, everyone ready for
Correction, I say that. Okay, Sheen doesn't. Sheen
when
is a
I
man of his.
when I say that, I'll be awake. For when Gio says it, he won't. But I've told him that he has to be there, so he will be there. 8 a.m. every single day. We are going to hop on, give a rundown of the dashboard, what we think is what we think we see on the dashboard for the day.
You know what?
And
I'll
yeah,
take that bet. I'll take that bet.
yeah, he'll tell you that's a free $100, bro. You
I'll
can't
take
tempt me.
that.
Gio doesn't like to lose. There's a difference. But yeah, so that's just to help everyone out. I mean, we have what, 70 plus people or 60 people here now. I'm assuming we have, a couple of newbies in general, but we'll be just live every day at 8 a.m. to run through the dashboard.
Oh my God, dude, I'm crying.
No, no. Now it's every day. So now you can shit on Gio even more if he doesn't show up.
You guys are hilarious.
But I will be here every day. Holy shit, get called out, bro.
Bro, it wasn't me. I gotta delete this.
But now, hey, take it or leave it. You want to keep making fun? We may just not even show up then.
No, 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 no. We have
Yeah,
to.
without
Yeah.
that picture of Gio and I
Yo, which
hugging,
chat are you guys looking at?
The
main
Discord.
trade chat in
Okay,
Discord.
I was like, dude, I can't find anyone talking.
Is there
Yeah,
any
Uh,
way you can explain how to use the data for stock swing trade? Yeah, I can explain it over the next few days when I start seeing a good opportunity for it. And I could, outline exactly what I'm looking at based on the charts, if that helps. But as of right now, I don't see a good opportunity, so I'm not going to,
as also as a
what
disclaimer,
ifs.
this is not for us to give live plays. We are not signaling shit. It's just reading the dashboard, guys, just as
Yeah,
a preface.
showing you guys how to
8 a.m.
interpret.
PST. Not a chance am I waking up 8 a.m. EST.
Oh no, no. EST, I'm in shambles.
Dude, if it's 5 a.m. PST, I'm absolute shambles, bro. No freaking way. 8
Oh
a.m.
man.
PST, guys. Pacific Standard Time.
No, no, I'm in complete shambles if we're doing 8 a.m. EST.
Yeah, I actually don't. I mean, I'd wake up, but I don't think I'd be very happy to wake up.
You guys are gonna get me at my worst if you if I have to wake up at 8 a.m. EST.
But
Uh,
I don't know if we'll be hosting it on Zoom or Discord, probably Zoom, just so we can record it for everyone and then
yeah.
just post it.
Tips for reading the Greeks for longer dated positions. Number one, understand what date OPEX is. Actually, we might even look into like maybe having some sort of symbol on the calendar
For
thing that,
OPEX.
yeah, for OPEX, so you guys are more aware of it. But you know, if you're taking a trade before OPEX, I'd mark OPEX as like your like get out before then type of deal, or after OPEX a swing into right before OPEX or some shit like that. If you're trying to swing, you know, 1 or 2 date stuff, simply expand the Greeks to 3 dates to get a little bit of a bigger picture, or even a weekly aspect to it. It's kind of the same thing if you're looking at a candlestick chart, right? If you're looking for a trade, I don't know if you typically look at just one time frame, but I you know, uh when I'm looking at the exposures, I'm looking at all time frames essentially, just to, you know, get a well-rounded look at the market and what I'm expecting going forward. Yeah, some of the things with like waking up early in the morning is sometimes the market just sucks, and then
Yep.
you're just kind of stuck there talking about nonsense. So you know, I want pretty much every session to be sort of effective um in that sense. So come with questions, guys. Come with you know, that hunger for understanding this stuff.
Yeah, this is the type of shit that'll change your trading, honestly. Like
Yeah.
it's good to understand. Like, don't be one of those people where it's like, oh, it's too complicated. I don't want to learn it.
I'm
Like,
gonna
if you're
be
that type of person, tell you right now, that's a shitty attitude to have on anything in life.
yeah. I'm gonna pump up the G Fuel, bro. Wait a second. I think we might be onto something. If Mitchell's still here, take a look at the new skew adjusted Gex variation.
Mitchell's not here. He dipped. Said I'm tired of it.
Interesting. 43, 43. Hmm. Oh, I'm looking at. Never mind. What?
All right, boys, it's all you.
All right,
I'm
boss.
also out of here, bro. It's so boring.
Yeah,
All
it's a
good.
shitty day.
Yep.
Funny part is, I just woke up 10 minutes ago.
No
Go
trades
back to
today?
bed, baby.
Bro, I missed my alarm like 8 times, bro. I don't know how. I have 8 alarms and I missed all of them.
Oh my
Now I'm
God.
thoroughly impressed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 alarms, not eight.
Damn, what the? This guy just had his phone off.
I forgot to sleep
Mm-mm-mm.
yesterday. I slept at like 5 a.m. or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, that's rough.
Jesus. Could
Bro,
not
lucky
be
there's
me.
a helicopter flying over my house the whole night.
Bro,
Freaking
Gio was
delayed
texting me.
even.
He's like, someone just shot a gun outside my house and sends a photo of the helicopter spotlight.
Yeah. I was like, bro, you kidding me? Right now? At this time of night? Is there any class today at 5 p.m. Pacific time? No, sir. Classes have ended yesterday.
Today is just live, but like we said, we'll follow up with lives 8 a.m. Once again,
And I'm
not to
still amazed
trade.
at how you three guys did it in exactly an hour yesterday.
Bro, I memorized those slides.
Yeah, I know, but like, how do you do it in 1 hour? Like for me, bro, it took 1 hour. It was like warming up.
It just came out the gate swinging, man. I don't know. I really tried to simplify all of the information as much as I could without leaving out, you know, bits of information out there, so but I don't know. There's still so much more to learn, so motherfuckers better ask questions.
Bro,
Gio
it's
was
gonna range
talking
right
really
here.
fast.
Probably gonna make a move last hour. It's gonna range here between 43.55 and 43.43. It's gonna range here all day.
Yeah.
Last hour, I'll make a move.
That's probably how it's gonna go, especially with this 43.50. We're right there too. So probably end the live in a little bit too, because once again, we don't want to sit through boringness. And if there's no questions for today, then it's kind of like not gonna sit here and
How many
sit
people
in
were in the
silence.
morning? As soon
We had
as you guys opened Zoom?
like 75, 80, I think.
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.
You know what I realized was funny, bro? A lot of people signed up for the mentorship, and a little bit people only showed up.
Yeah, I mean, when it's free, everyone wants to sign up till they realize that it's just more it's difficult. And number two, I think the other thing is like this isn't something for intros. You kind of have to already know the basics. I mean, like plotting basic support and resistance, basic like candlestick or price action and whatnot. This isn't something for like it wasn't something for beginners, which I feel like people are more inclined for.
Uh, mm, 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 mm,
You
mm.
can't be a beginner forever, bro.
True.
Exactly. Gotta adapt to the changing markets, man.
I swear to God, I see people, they're like beginners and they just stay beginner forever.
That's so true.
Honestly, though, it's just like if you don't find new ways to constantly learn, then it's kind of like you're stuck at day one for 5 years. You're like, why can't it work? Or like, why can't I make trading work? And it's because you're not putting in the effort, man.
Trading sucks, man. You gotta the trading
It does,
journey,
bro.
the trading journey, bro, the trading process actually sucks.
It is
Yeah.
You know,
garbage.
it's like trust the process, trust the journey, bro. The journey actually absolutely sucks.
It's funny because a lot of people, like newcomers, like old friends from high school, will ask, like, "Oh, should I get into trading?" I'm like, "No." I
Immediately
straight,
no.
I was like, "I'll tell you no right now." He's like, "You're gonna go through absolute fucking hell, and if you can't stand that, and your bank account can't withstand it, dude, good fucking luck, man."
Yep, that's the hard part about this fucking skill. And then you'll be like 3, 4 years deep and you're like, fuck, I can't quit now. And you're just like stuck there, bro. And then the journey and the process, then it finally works.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just it
but
takes time, and it's like it takes. I mean, simply put, it takes time and money. And honestly, the biggest part of it is like you have to commit to it. If you're not committing to it, then it's pretty pointless.
Yes. Interesting. These gamma values are going by increments of 5.
We were
Hmm.
talking about this before. A lot of trading is intuition. Like you'll enter position, you'll have no idea why, but then you kind of realize, like, wait a minute, it goes into the back of your mind because it's just you see something and your intuition kicks in. How does
Yeah.
VP affect your trading? I mean, I use
I,
it.
I, I trade a lot on intuition sometimes, you know?
Yep, 100%.
Some week like my intuition is like based on like the price action and like everything. It looks like it's gonna go down or looks like it's gonna go up. I'll trade based off that sometimes.
Yeah. Subconscious thoughts, like
Yeah,
all just
truly.
always self-analyzing.
And then some people will ask you, why did you enter? And you straight up be like, uh, I mean, how has
Sometimes
VP affected your
I
trading?
enter because
Yes.
I had a dream about it, about the play. I wake up, I put the same play that I had in my dream. It never really works out, but I keep going and trying again every single time.
Yeah, taking the lucid dreams.
And then you're waking up the next morning and taking the trade.
Uh, I lucid dream before I go to bed and then I wake up and immediately fucking take some
Mhm.
trades. Expand the mind.
Expand the brainer.
Well, the move from 43, 40, 443.3 was like the best move. God
Yeah,
damn,
that's a fucking
dropped
100 point
a
short right there.
lot. It's 100-point move right there. 130.
Yeah, that was gross.
God, it's just such a shitty day to look at the new
Yeah, it's boring.
calculations.
All right, guys, I'm off. Have a
All right,
wonderful weekend.
Yeah, talk to you on Monday, Hassan. Have a good one.
See you, boys.
the
Great class, great master class.
Yes, sir.
If anyone has any questions, just tag me in the Discord.
mm, 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 mm. Do I dare show the new calculations? Shall we?
I can put it on. You want to see?
No, no, no.
No?
I'm just gonna put screenshots.
Okay. Bum, bum.
Gargalons. Gargalons.
Gargle on these nuts. Damn, fatty. Fatty just got. Oh shit.
Gargalons.
Actually called Gargalons. Gargalons what? Gargalon these nuts. Oh my god. That's rough. Fatty man.
Children, all of you.
I know. Bro, I knew that was coming. That's what they all say, mister. That's what I say. Oh.
The Gargalons
Gargalons
algo.
algo.
Interesting how this fucking gamma is moving. Hold on, I'm gonna send you these screen caps real quick for my
Okay,
own
I sent you a
knowledge.
screen cap earlier.
Like, what the freak is going on?
56 people. Who here? I mean, I feel like people are just sitting. I mean, most of these people are. I see a lot of like names that I recognize. A lot
Yeah,
of new names, but
you like my voice or something? Is that why you guys are here?
I don't think no one respond to that, please.
Please do.
Damn. Prim immediately says, yeah.
Nice. Not
Phil,
gonna
not
lie,
gonna lie,
kinda.
kinda. Oh, goodness. Oh,
Oh man.
as they say, what up, baby?
Whoa, do I get an ASMR mic? ASMR trading? Guys, right here, I'm gonna lose money.
Read me bedtime story. Okay, there once was a guy. His name was Gio. He, honestly,
What is this guy even
English.
saying right now?
There's something special about a chill ass exposure rambling. Still haven't delivered on the floor trick. And there's nothing to take today. It's like a small range. I mean, if anything, I wouldn't
Hmm.
take puts, right?
I'm gonna
But
see. Uh,
yeah, if I don't plan on taking anything because the setup's not here for me. Guys, come on, come on.
yeah, it's not about the quantity of the trades, it's about the quality.
Yeah, find a setup, take that setup only. You're done. Make sure, obviously, backtest your own setup, but I can't tell you how many times you and I sit in front of this thing, the computer, and not take a trade. Nothing happens in the next 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm gonna close the Zoom. How about some bigger time frame analysis? I mean, we could open up the gamma for those. Holy lagsicle. Okay, I need to close this tech demo, bro. It's about to blow up. Having the tech demo and the regular one open on the same setup, pulling the same data is literally gonna blow up my computer.
Nice.
Need more Ramington.
Mm, sorry, I'm battening down the hatches on some of these positions. Excuse my silence. I'll mute myself real quick.
Oh, I needed gold today. Fuck. That's what I'm gonna spend my time doing. You want to know how much RAM I have? You guys ready for this? 16. Crazy. So much. Yeah, I only have 16 gigs of RAM. Need a Mac. Jason. Don't you dare bring up a Mac to me. PC gamer all day long. You see this here? Quick little thing. Look at how many games. All the entire top row is just games. Do I play all of them? Not a fucking chance. But still, this is it. I'm actually gonna move these so I don't play that anymore. That in the corner. Don't play this anymore. Put that there. Put this back up there. Okay. We're organized now. Oh, where's my boy Charlie? We've been playing League of Legends for a decade already. More. See, you're thinking crazy how many years you put into League. I'm thinking crazy how much money I put into League. Actually, bro. Actually, you know the if you opened League anytime like the past like 2 weeks, the Essence Emporium, put it like this. I had 300,000 blue essence. I own every champion. I had 300,000 blue essence on top of it, and I spent all of it at the Essence Emporium. Mm. This PC that I have is really dumb. There's one cooler and two fans only, so this bitch overheats like crazy, which is why I'm going to Micro Center this weekend to build out a new case and everything. Even more Firefox when in the background. I mean, it doesn't lag for me. Like it lags occasionally. I'm gonna say lags all the time. Just occasionally after it's open for a long time. I just have to refresh it and it's back to normal. You can't even check how much money you've spent on a video game anymore, or a league specifically. Trying to check, but they removed it, I guess. I mean, there's nothing interesting happening, guys. If there's no more questions, I think I'm gonna close the Zoom. Jerry, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, not right now.
Okay.
I just say keep an eye on the exposures and kind of what we went over yesterday and cross-reference. Honestly, today is pretty crappy day. I mean, pretty easy to decide a range, but I would also say starting next week, once those videos get released, crack down on understanding what those exposures mean to get a better idea of how we use them. Also, me and Sheen will be on, so we'll be here to answer questions live. I don't know if we're planning on, are we planning on recording every session?
I mean, we can. Why not, right?
Yeah,
So
maybe
if
maybe
people,
we'll record every session and upload it to the like another playlist or something.
yeah, just on YouTube, another playlist where people can just click on
Yeah,
those if they want to go back and recap. But
yeah.
other than that, I don't think it's necessary to record it in the sense of like there's going to be pivotal information for that day, you know? There might be great examples, so that's kind of why we want to record it. But yes, we'll be back on the daily lives, Trooper. What the
Yes.
freak is up, YouTube?
Yeah, what the fuck is up, YouTube? Geo here.
Well, what do you say after that, Gio?
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Uh,
Are you
you
guys
don't want to say, bro?
profitable? I started off using exposures and luckily enough I didn't have to go through the growing pains of being unprofitable. Uh for some odd reason, I just kind of got it. Took a lot of patience and understanding. Again, I dive into like the deep analysis of things, so like why dynamics work, what exactly to look at. Um why am I exploiting this potential risk that hedge funds are going through? Things like that. So I go a little bit more in depth, but that's also because I have to. Um, but yeah, I mean,
Unlike the retail side of it.
yeah,
So
everyone has their journey. Um, but I see through at 4,400. That's not to say I don't lose. Of course I lose, but I
we,
just,
we always lose. That's
yeah,
just part of it. But once
I tr
again, there was that question that came up yesterday that I want to bring up. It's like data's not wrong. It's just how you interpret it.
yeah,
That's a big portion. So there are times where you can go back and scroll. There are definitely times where Gio and I have interpreted it incorrectly. However, those times
yeah,
are like slightly like if I'm being honest, it's slightly minimal. We don't
yeah.
make
Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying like we like I don't want to toot our own horn, but there's like it's it's like if you read it right, you majority of the time you won't be wrong.
Yeah, um, I mean, for example, right, there's a famous fund manager that had a 95% losing rate, but his 5% of wins made him incredibly profitable. So it's just kind of what your strategy is and how to go about doing that, right? Some strategies are just managing tail risk. Do you ever sell premiums? I always sell premiums. That's kind of the whole idea of how dynamic hedging works, making money between the spread, as well as making money on the spread itself. But yeah, exactly. I mean, especially, when you get into the multiples of millions, it can be very lucrative. But that's not to say I don't buy my, zero DTE stuff. That's like my version of going to Vegas, in a sense. I love doing it and it's great. It's, great fun. But again, it's maximized with 1% of the portfolio. So, um, regardless of what I'm doing, it's always going to be risk managed because it's only 1%. So, um, but yeah, I mean, I also trade, you know, uh, other asset classes and stuff. So it's completely a different game if you're trying to get into that type of stuff. But I'll go more into this type of stuff as we get into the daily lives and shiz. But
Yeah. Everyone, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you Monday at 8 a.m., guys. We do not trade crypto. Actually, funny story. Gio and I like became really good friends because we hated crypto traders.
yeah, not a crypto fan. Um, I trade every asset class other than that. Um, but I wouldn't consider myself a specific trader in any asset class, right? It's just uh I'm more so like a just overall general trader. I trade just about everything.
Well, everyone have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna end the live here. We'll see you guys
Yep.
on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe.
See ya.
Laters.